Hello. So if you use any kind of electrical devices, then you're exposed to EMF radiation in varying degrees. From your phones, laptops, TVs, refrigerators, anything that is electrical, including wiring, emits electromagnetic field, and in most cases it is harmful. So that's the electrical devices that you either use at home or on the go. What about in your workplace? And this is hardly discussed. So what scientists did, they examined 1,000 workers across 6 countries, and they identified occupations with high EMF exposure. So they categorized EMF into 3 different groups. The first one is non-thermal EMF, and the range is from 6 Hz to 100 gigahertz. The second one is thermal EMF, and that's from 100 gigahertz to 10 megahertz. And finally, the third one is radio frequency, and that is everything that is above 10 megahertz. The highest exposure happens in the security sector, such as ship decks workers, pilots, flight attendants, prison guards, air traffic controllers, deep fishery workers, underwater workers, and similar type of careers. However, some of the occupations that have high EMF exposure, they may not be as rare and fancy as the ones that I just mentioned, and I'll go over them right now shortly. So anything that exposes a worker to any kind of electrical device, wiring, or generator would generate a considerable electromagnetic field, which obviously could impact the workers that are around. Here's the list: managers in transportation, communication, storage, medical doctors, physiotherapists, life science technicians, civil and mechanical engineers and technicians, factory workers, travel agency clerks, stage and film directors and actors, machine tool operators, welders, electric line installers, health, safety and quality inspectors, metal finishing, coating and plating workers, and many more. If you want to see more occupations with some high EMF exposure, I'm gonna leave the link in the description below. Thanks to the study, by now we know what occupations may need specialized EMF protection. And if you don't work in any of the fields, considering that if you live in the city, then of course you are exposed to EMF. Unfortunately, there is nowhere to escape from it, and we are even bombarded by the satellite from the space. And there are a couple places on Earth that, for example, do not have 4G or 5G exposure. And one of those places is Kazakhstan, unless you live in those type of areas or somewhere in remote places with no coverage, then you don't have to worry about it. Otherwise, we are exposed to EMF 24/7. So what should we do? Should we get depressed and say, well, just an attribute of digital era, there is nothing we can do, we just go with it, and whatever happens, happens. We can go with that, but if you're a solution-oriented person, you probably know that there is a solution to every problem, and there is a solution to EMF that has been developed by Centropex. That's Bubble and Cocoon. Bubble is a 24/7 device that you wear on your neck. You just put it on, and Bubble will take care of the rest. It's the world's first active EMF protection device. And the next one is Cocoon. It's a device that protects your entire home from electromagnetic frequencies, again, including 4G and 5G. Just turn it on, insert the specialized frequency converter cards, and your entire house is protected. Sounds so amazing, I know. If you want to learn more about Bubble or Cocoon, I'm gonna leave links in the description below. There is no need to suffer from the negative attributes of this digital world. We just use the best, and everything else we either let go or we deal with it. Okay, and this is a case where we have to deal with it, and this is how we deal with it. Is what I'm telling you is Centropix product, Centropix Cocoon, and Centropix Bubble, and actually they've been proven to work with scientific testing. Cheers!